bensound.com. 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 bensound.com.
Oh, hello everybody. How we doing out there on the internet? Welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna play some music for y'all. How does that sound? Does that sound nice? And well, it doesn't sound like anything because it's not coming through for some reason. Oh, wait, if I do direct monitor, does it not go through then? Oh no, it's because I turned the guitar all the way down. I see. My bad on that one. Let's try this now. There we go. Let's do some levels, and I need to turn the guitar down so my voice is louder than the guitar. I fucked that up. Interesting. It makes loud noises on this part too. Smashing solo. Oh, you got it. You recognized it. Oh my God. Boom. Thanks for coming to hang out with us, ladies and gentlemen. Everything sound good. The road is not... It seems to be making a bunch of noise. I'm not listening to it right now. Is my microphone being weirdly loud right now? Or is it just being annoying? Or is there an issue with the fucking road? Your voice is crunchy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on exactly with that. Let me see something. Let me turn it down. I don't know why this oh, maybe I just turned this up too high. If I turn this down a little bit. Okay, yeah. I'm starting to see what's going on. Let me work on this. There we go. Now it's better. Hey, everybody. Good to see ya. Good to see ya, everybody. Let me look at my filters here. Okay, that should be good. I do have a fan going on in the background. So that would explain that. Did I take off the noise suppressor on this thing? Yes, I did. This should still have noise suppressor on it. Although it fucks up. Okay, now is it better? I turned noise suppression on. Oh, yeah, there you go, baby. The thing about the noise suppression is it kind of fucks everything up when I'm watching videos on the browser. Let me see something here. Audio input capture. Let me see if I can just do the browser. No. Oh, no, I can just do the browser output here. Cancel. There you go. Now I'm back. Okay. I'll figure out the browser thing in just a hot sec. Wait. Why is this now not doing anything? Oh, no, never mind. You can still hear me. YouTube is always buffered as hell. Quite frankly, I blame the state of Israel. All right, guys, let me play a song as we get a few more folks coming on in here. This is a song that I've been listening to lately for no really good reason. Twitch does rule. More people watch this on Twitch than on YouTube, which is weird because I have never watched anything on Twitch in my life. I have seen like Twitch streams uploaded to YouTube, but I've never sat down and watched a Twitch stream. I've streamed for hours on Twitch that I'm sure someday will be brought up in a trial. Anyway, here's a song. You ever just think of a song for some reason and you don't know why? It doesn't even occur to you. Oh, I heard this today at the grocery store or whatever. You're like, I have no fucking idea why this song's in my head, but I remember it from the 90s and it rules. It's a lot of fun. This is a feminist anthem. And the thing about me is I love women, all right? And that's why I always eat the pussy. I hate the world today. You're so good to me, I know. I'm gonna take the headphones off. I don't like it because I can hear the guitar, but not my voice. And I want to hear my beautiful voice. It's driving me a little crazy. How's the guitar? The guitar's nice and crunchy right now. I love women and I would never vote for that's Kamala Harris. I will eat your pussy. I will never vote for you. I hate the world today. You're so good to me, I know, but I can't change. I tried to tell you, but you look at me like maybe I'm an angel underneath, innocent and sweet. And this next part is like a bar of two, which is really confusing. 1, 2, yesterday I cried. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. And I can understand how you'd be so confused, but I don't envy you. I'm a little bit of everything, all rolled into one. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell, I'm your dream. I'm nothing in between. You know I wouldn't want it any other way. So take me as I am. And this may mean you'll have to be a stronger man. Rest assured that when I start to make you nervous, I'm going to extremes. Tomorrow I won't change, and today won't mean a thing. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell, I'm your dream. I'm nothing in between, but you know you wouldn't want it any other way. Now the solo, which I didn't learn. Something like, God, that's maybe the most wrong anyone's ever played a solo. All right, here's a solo. Just when you think you got me figured out, the season's already changing. I think it's cool, you do what you do, and don't try to save me. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell, I'm your dream, I'm nothing in between. You know I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm a bitch, I'm a tease, I'm a goddess on my knees. And when you hurt, when you suffer, I'm your angel undercover. I'm numb, I've been revived, can't say I'm not alive. You know I wouldn't want it any other way. Thank you all. Thank you all so very much. Oh, how we doing, everybody? I'm still jamming. Oh my God, we're still waiting for a few folks, a few more people to show up. I was thinking, I'm just going to shred a little bit, guys. I have fun playing the guitar, and this is all just for me. Thank you. Everyone, please clap. Everyone, please clap. Get this in the right way here. I am just going to be vibing, ladies and gentlemen, really hard while we wait for more people to come here. Just a second. In the meantime, I'm just going to endlessly solo guitar backing track, E minor. That's the best track to solo in. Everybody knows this. Guitar backing track, E minor rock ballad. We also have a psychedelic. All right, just a second here. There we go. Here we have a guitar backing track, E minor rock ballad. Let me see something. I'm going to do an audio input capture of just the browser. Wait, is that not going to work? No, that's not going to work. Well, fuck my ass. Okay. It's going to fuck up the music. See if I play this, if it will. It should go. Let me also see something. Is it possible? Yeah, oh yeah, I can just do a noise gate on this. There's an active noise gate. You just bring up the threshold a little bit here. Let me remove the noise gate. Let me remove this whole thing first. Remove, yes, road. I don't know how exciting this is to you guys, but I'm enjoying myself. I'm so fucking tired, ladies and gentlemen. Let's remove this noise suppression and see something. Still getting... So let me see. When I talk, it tends to be like right up there. This probably cuts off a little bit of what I'm saying too. So let me bring it down a little bit. Compressor, exciter, high pass filter, equalizer, de-esser. De-esser's active on this, panning. But it's still getting like, you're hearing shit in the background, right? I don't know. It's not important. But the browser, we definitely don't want any of that. And so we don't have any of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if this were psychedelic rock track, guitar play along E minor. Oh, but you can't hear the guitar. No, not that. this is 12 minutes long. Guys, we have a sexy slow jam blues in C major. D minor, rather. No, it is C minor. this one, I'll actually talk about some shit, I promise. Anyway, except I decided to live stream it. I'm not great at lead guitar, but it's fun. The trick to playing lead guitar is just knowing your roots, knowing your fretboard. So this is obviously it's a C minor, like a C minor 7 or some weird shit. But regardless, you just know your basic pentatonic. I'm bad at knowing. There's all sorts of other forms. There's one that like starts. Something like that. But you just got to know where your C's are, right? So here's a C. And honestly, a pentatonic is only 5 notes, right? And that's root, an octave, 7th, and the minor 3rd. Honestly, if you just know your roots and your minor 3rds and your 7ths, minor 7ths, you can kind of just fuck around with that. In a 5, that's spicy, but in the way that pudding is spicy. There's another C. I kind of like to just hear the chords. About to go to C minor. Exercise. Let's just try to find our minor 3rds. That minor 3rd of C. It's going to be that. It's going to be E flat, E flat. All right, we had fun, guys. We had fun. Now you shred. I watch those a lot. Okay, enough. Stop playing sexy music, all right? Sexy time is over. We're no more sexy. We're not being sexy ever again, okay? We're done. I gotta hang this back up on my wall. You guys can see my beautiful tuchus, unless you can't, in which case you're missing out. You're missing out from my beautiful tuchus. Let me put stuff away. How we doing, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so goddamn tired right now. I am beat. I am old. Those who watch the show might know, is a little piece of lore that hardcore fans know. I am old as shit. Okay? Music is my favorite. I would say my favorite thing is water. Water is probably my favorite thing in the world. Followed by busting, then music. So, I don't know. Maybe if I get bored, I'll just shred some more. Oh, I'm not good enough to like make it really be that fun, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm so tired because I'm incredibly old, ladies and gentlemen. Went on one of those websites that said, guess my age. It said, you died in World War II. You fell off a guard tower. What? I'm so old, guys. And last night, I went to a concert because this weekend, starting tonight, I believe right now it is streaming on Hulu/Disney Plus. So just a reminder of what you could be watching if you weren't watching this stream. The Lollapalooza Music Festival is streaming here in Chicago. I've been to Lollapalooza twice. Once when I was a younger man and I saw Jack White and Gaslight Anthem and Florence and the Machine and some other people. And then this would have been 2 years ago, 2024. Yeah. I went there to go see Last Dinner Party and Blink 182. Every year I go to Riot Fest in Chicago. Chicago, are we the best music festival city? We get Riot Fest and we get Lollapalooza. And this is an interesting fact. In Chicago, you can watch a live stream of Coachella, which based on all science is so much better than going to Coachella. Is Lollapalooza on YouTube right now? I think they'd copyright cuck me if I tried to watch any of it. But let me just see who's playing right now at Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza 2026. Huge crowds gathering. Gates officially open for day one of Lollapalooza. Okay. I'm so old I saw Arrested Development of Lollapalooza. Oh shit, you saw the band, or was it just like Michael Cera hanging out? Let's watch this video from, where am I going here? Let's watch this video from a responsible news source. Some are saying, in fact, disgusting, lying mainstream media. We can watch ABC 7 Chicago or CBS Chicago. We're going to watch CBS because it seems to have a woman, and I support women. All right, what do we got here?
Music fans are filling Grant Park any moment now. I'm starting to see a little bit of movement there at the gates.
Okay, so this is like when it opened, they had a helicopter there.
It's like the running of the bulls.
I like to go down, probably on Sunday when I go for a jog. I'm going to jog downtown to like be outside Lollapalooza. You can always hear the Silly Band. Yeah, that's true. They were a silly band. But it's going to be raining tomorrow, according to the bottom of this, which you guys can't see because it's covered. It's kind of a deal with rain tomorrow. So sucks to be you, all the people at Lollapalooza. Tomorrow, I'm going to smoke a joint on my back porch and then watch the Smashing Pumpkins live on television.
This is a live look from CBS Skywatch at Lollapalooza. On this day one, more than 100,000 people are expected at the festival each day. Wow, they really want that front row seat, and they're going to get it. Let's check in with our Darius Johnson.
It'd be funny if they tripped and just face planted.
Can expect.
Wait is over now that the gates have opened this morning.
Okay, I was promised a woman, and now I'm being shown a man of some nature.
For the thousands of fans who have made their way from around the world to come here for Lollapalooza to see some of their favorite artists over the next 4 days. Some of those headliners include Lorde, John Summit, Olivia Dean, and dozens of other artists. Many of these fans are ready to make their way in so they can get as close to the stage as possible.
Why is it? Listen, everyone who watches this show, ludicrous. It's ludicrous how captivating and charismatic this man is. Everyone who watches the show knows that I'm not afraid to go there. All right. So I'm willing to say it. Why are black gay men the gayest? Why? Why is it? Listen, I mean, no offense. I wish you love. I was going to say, I think you should be able to get married. I don't think you should get married because I think it's kind of stupid to get married. I don't know what the hell do I know, but I think if you would like to do a stupid thing, you should be allowed to do a stupid thing. That's not, we're kind of past that, right? There's talk every now and then they're going to overthrow Obergefell. Obergefell. That's what I say whenever I drop a quarter pounder. Oh, Burgerfell. I'm so out of my fucking mind right now. I listen, gay people, I wish you guys the absolute best. You gotta stop sucking my dick just the way I like. Okay? Cut it out. All right. It's not working for me. I'm just from curiosity. Get married while you still can, gays. Or this is a joke. I'm sure so many different gay stand-up comedians have done before, but I saw one. I don't remember his name, but many years ago when I was doing stand-up when gay marriage was legalized, and he goes, I don't know, that's one more thing for my mom to bug me about. I was pretty happy with her being like, when are you gonna get married? Hey, you know, the government, I can't. So it doesn't come from a place of hate, but just of curiosity. Why are black gays the gayest? My friend texted me and said, did you see the pumpkins last night? And said, I did indeed.
So they can enjoy the festival.
I spoiled something.
There
I'm
are
gonna get
more
to in
than
a second.
100,000 people who are expected to be here each day of the 4-day festival.
100,000
There will be
people
large crowds, summer heat,
do
and rain
drugs in
in
a
the
field.
forecast. And experts are urging festival goers to stay hydrated, eat regularly, keep their phones charged, and have.
This is a cool thing. One of the reasons why it's actually cool to go to a music festival in the city of Chicago. There is a law in the city of Chicago that they have to have free water at these music festivals. All of them, you can bring in like a camel pack and fill it up at these big, places where they have the, the spigots and everything like that. They cannot be like $7 for water. Because here's the thing. I don't know why they have to legally enforce it. All these music festivals, if you don't offer free water, children will die. The headline on Monday will not be Charlie XCX was brat, OMG. It will be 100,000 14-year-olds on Molly died screaming about how they want to fuck a Korean man or something. Give them water for the love of God.
Plan to reconnect with friends if they get separated. Security is tight around every entrance, and many of the streets are shut down in this area. Attendees are also being reminded to check the festival's bag policy to help keep the lines moving.
Make sure you're drinking a lot of water because you're going to be dehydrated. The sun's going to be out. So,
okay. You can't really see this woman's face, but she got weird shit on it. A festival goer from Ohio. Okay. This person in their everyday life, I don't know what gender this person is. I don't know what gender anyone is. Gender's all made up. But here's the thing. They're from Ohio. So on Monday, they're either putting on a dress or overalls. All right. This weekend, they get to listen to the smooth sounds of Lord and be like, do I have a dick or a pussy? You tell me. God only knows. But on Monday, they got to make a choice. And that's Ohio, baby. And I'm against it. Terrible state. JK, I love you. If anyone's watching from Ohio, immediately move to Cleveland. I like Cleveland. Or move to Cincinnati to infiltrate and light them on fire for having too watery of chili. I knew a guy from Ohio. True. A guy from Columbuston, Ohio. His name was Steve. He unfortunately killed himself. That's lore. That's official lore. Write that down. He tried to, but, it didn't work out.
just staying cool while you can.
Again, there are two main entrances. You have the entrance where we are right now at Ida B. Wells in Michigan, and then there's a north entrance as well. That will be at Monroe and Columbus. If you are heading to Lollapalooza, organizers are recommending that you arrive.
I want to imagine all like the Gen Z kids who go to Lollapalooza, they're so retro now. They're like, we've abandoned smartphones. We are only getting our information. This guy is amazing. This guy is amazing. He's very charismatic. What like all the Gen Zers, you know, however, I say people said millennial is like a young kid thing for a while. And now we're like fucking in our 40s. We're old as shit. Gen Z is getting to the point where they're like 30. Gen Z isn't even that young anymore. God damn, everything sucks and is bad. But I'm imagining all these kids who are going to go Lollapalooza being like, I only get my information from the morning news.
Early fully. Like the people who got here at 6 o'clock this morning, pack light, drink plenty of water, and keep an eye on the weather, especially with the rain in the forecast over the weekend. Reporting from Grant Park this morning, I'm Darius Johnson, CBS News, Chicago.
They will keep the festival going even if it's raining. If it's like thundering and someone important is going to die, again, they don't want people to die. That'll hurt them. But they'll keep it going even if it's raining, and then you get some cool mud. And then it could be like Woodstock 94. Remember that? Woodstock 99 was so bad, no one talks anymore about how Woodstock 94, they kind of pulled it off. You know, after Woodstock 94, they were like, listen, it was super muddy, but God damn it, it was fun. 9 Inch Nails had a good set. You know, we had fun. 5 more years, we're going to do it all over again. But the world fell apart in those 5 years. And I believe, I can't prove this, but I think Woodstock 99 caused 9/11. Anyway, a bunch of people were arriving at Lollapalooza this morning at 6 a.m., which should not be a legal time. I don't think that should work. And also, if you're like one of those people who gets up at 4:30 to go to the gym before you go to work, shut the fuck up. Stop it. No one wants to hear it, okay? But last night, I went to what was called the Lollapalooza after show, even though technically it was the Lollapalooza pre-show, because it was before Lollapalooza. I went to go see my favorite band, everyone's favorite band, led by a really cool guy with a great head of hair. The Smashing Pumpkins. I saw them at the Riviera Theater, a small little theater, last night. And it was a pretty cool show. It was a pretty fucking great show. I saw Flavor Flav there. That's not a joke. That's a thing that really happened. I walk out of the venue. I'm just smoking a cigarette outside. I look over the guy next to me and I go, "Are you Flavor Flav?" And he kind of goes like, "Don't tell you anything." And then people start running over and being like, "Can we take a picture?" And he's like, "I'm not taking any pictures." And then he left. And as he was leaving, I said, "I liked in your reality show when someone took a shit on the floor." Because that was in Flavor of Love. Let me see if I can pull that up. Flavor of Love, shit on the floor. Flavor Flav has the best job. So Flavor Flav does have the best job. And I do want to say, I didn't get a picture of Flavor Flav, but he was wearing the clock just right there. And I thought for a second that like this was just a guy who looked like Flavor Flav. Then I was looking today and he was at the Smashing Pumpkins concert. Here's the clip I'm referring to right here.
Glasses up in the air.
So I've said before that if you got like, I don't know, the guy who wrote the Turner Diaries or another, moderate centrist to write their version of what a black guy was like, they might write Flavor Flav. I don't know if he's putting a lot of respect into the community, quite frankly. I'm saying this is a man who met him, but he wouldn't take my picture. He seemed like he was kind of in a shitty mood. I don't know. He just bounced, but good to see him last night.
After we do the toast, I was like, what is that? The smell in my crib, yo, right now.
So if you're unfamiliar, Flavor of Love was the reality television program where Flavor Flav, the popular rap artist from the group Public Enemy, invited a number of women into a mansion that was definitely his. They definitely didn't rent it for an afternoon, shot the whole show, and then it went back to hosting gay porn immediately afterwards. He brought like 12 women in, and they'd have to compete for his love through like challenges or be like, you have to jump from one boat to another. I don't even know what the challenges were. I don't really remember. But the whole thing was to just bring a bunch of people that now don't go into reality television as much because we have the Trump administration. And that's where all these kind of people, find themselves. But at the time, they would go on reality TV and be like, how can we be crazier? And one of them did this.
I'm gonna leave y'all for a little bit. Then I seen this girl in the back. She kind of went out of frame for a minute, but then she came back. But thanks for coming down, y'all. When she came back, she had this look on her face like,
that's my
hey, welcome.
Cheers, man.
See y'all later and blessings, all right? Have a good time, y'all.
Thank you.
After we do the toast, something takes off upstairs.
Oh my God.
Also, they would have names such as New York or something because that's Flavor Flav would just kind of name them after whatever popped into his head at that moment. You're something. You're New York. I'm sounding like Tracy Morgan. Flavor Flav is basically just Tracy Jordan from 30 Rock in real life.
That's nasty. I smell it.
Elimination is over. I just want a sigh of relief. So I take this deep breath and what is that smell?
My God!
And as I'm going up the steps, I look down and I was like, no.
Hey, watch your step.
I like
Someone, yeah, watch out.
What
you
is
guys.
that?
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. I think
I was like, wait a minute, I know we don't have no dogs in here, but they on my stairs.
I guess she like popped a squat and shat right behind him and then like tracked it up the stairs. Okay.
I'm like, where did this come from?
something's pooped on the floor.
Something is on herself, kid.
And everyone's like, oh, man, that's nasty. She just pooed. She just pooed.
What bathroom is she at?
How am I supposed to get upstairs? Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. Just don't fly where I'm from.
Hey, yo, son. Hey, yo, son. And when she opened up the bathroom door, something jumped out. Oh, my God. That smell was something. So I think I really gave her the right name, folks. Know what I'm saying? Her name is something. Yo, you all right in there, baby?
There was no way me holding it. I'm gonna be honest. I was like holding it, and then out of nowhere, it's like my stomach was just like, bitch, you got me. I'm like, I have to
Okay. So she does not deny it, much to her credit.
go to the bathroom. So like, it just like pushed itself out. No.
Yeah,
Dear Lord.
on my floor, man.
And it could have happened to anybody.
The girl.
What recreational drugs are you on that makes you shit? Because I know opioids will stop you from shitting. What will make you shit? I mean, laxatives, obviously. Maybe like someone cut up, you know, her whatever. Maybe she thought it was like diet pills, but it was just Miralax or something. I don't know why she pooped on the ground, but you know, we support a based queen.
On my floor. I like something because she's real with it. She's like, yo, check this out, baby. This is who I am. There's a wild gorilla running around loose in that bathroom.
Okay, so yeah, that was Flavor Flav. On Flavor of Love.
Tiffany, New York Pollard.
No, we're not watching this next video, which was a show followed up with Rock of Love, where, and you might think that, you know, it's terribly racist for me to point out the reality of Flavor Flav. I will say Rock of Love featuring Bret Michaels is a million times more fucking ghetto. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit here. There we go. A million times more fucking ghetto. I remember there was a competition at a strip club in Rock of Love, where Bret Michaels, lead singer of Poison, an awful band full of terrible musicians, awful songs, and he had the similar idea as the reality show where a bunch of women compete for his love. And two things I remember, which is great. One woman gave him a call, and she goes, so I'm at the doctor right now, and they said that my heart isn't working. And I said, how can that be? My heart belongs to Bret. And then Bret Michaels goes, you know, that really struck me as like a powerful thing. And I was like, wait, no, go back to what the doctors told you. What? What was the deal with that? And then there was a great moment where they were at a strip club doing a competition for Bret's affection, where they were supposed to do like, you know, a sultry burlesque kind of thing. But, you know, it's VH1. They're not getting totally naked. Or were they? One woman was from Poland, and her and the, like, you know, the confessional would say, I know I need to stand out from other women, so I make a best decision. I take it to next level. And what that meant was she just took her pussy out. She just took off her pants and just showed her pussy. And like the owner of the strip club comes running in and is like, no, stop. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, and I thought it was good. But I went to go see the Smashing Pumpkins last night, and I got home late, and I had to wake up and work this morning. I cannot stress how employed I am, guys. I'm so terribly, horribly employed, and I hate it. What do you guys say we talk about some real shit? Okay? What do you say we talk about somebody, a human being, a person? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you say we talk about a human being, a person, arguably, maybe, named Savanna Cannon, which I think is obviously her real name. That if her real name is actually Savanna Cannon, parents called the shot. You know? Her parents said, listen, she's got a porn last name, so we're going to name her Savanna, which is the name of both a stripper and somebody who's been kicked out of every chain restaurant in your hometown, and every time they think it's their problem. Yeah, I kicked out of Applebee's and Chili's, but the manager thinks she pretty. She gonna fucking start shit, okay? I don't know much about Savanna Cannon. I stumbled upon her pictures on various thumbnails. It's interesting how information sort of filters in, right? I believe she's largely a TikTok influencer, which is a streaming site that I tried to join and immediately broke my hip and joined, and joined the Clint Eastwood and Gran Torino fan club, where I'm like, he's got the right ideas. I immediately knew all the racial slurs he used in that movie, which are antiquated ones that are so old, they don't even offend people. They just confuse them. He'll call an Asian guy like, let me tell you something. You're a real lawn monkey. What? The fuck? Let me tell you something. Tell you something, buddy. You're a real, you're a real soy sauce bathrobe. What the fuck? Yes. So I think she's on TikTok. And consequently, I was not exposed to her until the past couple of days on the two social media sites I'm actually on. And actually, I'm on TikTok in that I'm literally streaming to TikTok right now. I don't know if anyone's watching on TikTok. I post clips on TikTok and stuff like that. But I've never been on TikTok like watching clips. I only post to it. But I go on Reddit. I'm a bit of a Reddit guy. And let me just say, lay epic. I don't know about you, but I kind of like bacon and whiskey. That's a heckin' epic updoot, my man. Oh my God. Me see the dog. Oh my God. Maybe faith in humanity is restored. So I'd see her pop up on there, and then I saw her pop up on some YouTube thumbnails. Is YouTube social media? Is Reddit social media? I don't really think of them as social media, but I guess technically they are. I saw her thumbnails pop up there, and let's just take a look at this one and see what we can find. We're going to do a deep dive. And by deep dive, I mean we're going to Google her. We're going to read an article. We're going to learn a little bit about it. But let's say you look at this right away, okay? You can't really see it too well. What if I click on this? Is it going to take me to her YouTube channel? No. Is there a way to open link in new window? Well, I'm not showing that right now. Open link in new tab. Open image in new tab. Copy image address. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, so what are we seeing in this image right here? Computer enhance. Computer enhance. All right. So, first thing you'll notice right away, and this is interesting because it's so specific to vertical content. Her vagina's right there. She sits like this every time with her legs spread. And this photo is one of her more chaste pictures. She clearly, and here's the thing, there's no way to say this without being crude. And though to clarify, I'm not trying to avoid being crude. I don't care. I will be crude. She clearly pulls her pants up to show the outline of her, some would say, pussy. Her freaking pussy. She's looking at some clip, appears to be sort of vaguely nonplussed. The clip says a masked activist took the stage at Zoran Mamdani's housing event saying eviction is violence. This is today's Democratic. Okay, so yeah. She's wearing this freedom shirt, which I think, was this the shirt Charlie Kirk was wearing when, that's a great point, Hobo with the shotgun. Maybe she's fending off the transvestigations. That's a good point. And honestly, Emmanuel Macron's wife, presumably named Miss Emmanuel Macron, if you want to prove Candace Owens wrong, right here, I've got it. Computer enhance. Computer enhance. That's as far zoomed in as it'll go. This freedom shirt, was this the shirt Charlie Kirk was wearing when he got bottom surgery on his neck? And I think this is hypocritical because he was so pro-life when he died, which I think was disgustingly hypocritical. So she's wearing the freedom shirt. So my first read on this image that we see right here, okay, this is a grifter. This is a woman who very possibly, my guess would be, and I have not seen any of her videos at this point, okay? My first thought is, okay, this is probably somebody who like wanted to be famous, wanted to be an influencer. And so she started out just like, you know, whatever, drinking like what all the influencers do apparently on TikToks. My girlfriend's on TikTok all the time. And it's all just trying to sell you products. That's the whole goddamn platform. And so it'll be like, I'm at Starbucks having the new fucking milkshake that we pretend is a breakfast coffee. 4 stars. Yum. And that makes you big. But the problem is that, listen, this is a pretty girl. I got nothing negative to say about your looks. You're attractive. I know you were worried and wondering, but you're attractive. There's plenty of attractive women out there in the world. All right. It's a bit like I lived in Los Angeles for a while. Move the light a little bit over. I lived in Los Angeles, not terribly long, but like a year or two, on and off around, whatever. And the thing about it is there's so many attractive women in Los Angeles that the notion of being attractive, and attractive men too, and I know because I was one of them, but the concept of being attractive is so like, who gives a shit? Like I did an internship at The Bold and the Beautiful, the soap opera, which, and I've said this before, was shot in the same CBS Beverly Studios, shot in the same location as The Price is Right. So I did go down into the prop room, and Price is Right was not. And it was, I worked there, was the last season Bob Barker was there, I think, to tell you how fucking long ago this was. But I did go down into the prop room after work one time and spun the big Price is Right wheel, and I got 5 cents. But The Bold and the Beautiful, you know, I had a number of jobs there. One of the best jobs that I had, this is totally true, was responding to fan mail. And a lot of it was from prisons. A lot of it was because they would write fan mail to each like cast member would have their own, you know? And so I would like write a letter back and then like, or type it and it would print out, but then I'd stamp their signature on it. So yeah, they didn't fucking read it. And the old lady on the show, I don't remember her name, but she specifically would get a lot of fan mail from prison. I remember that. That was a fun one. I answered the phones like a lot at The Bold and the Beautiful, just like the front desk. And one time someone called, and I don't know how the hell they got this number. They just started yelling at me about like a plot twist in the show. It was like, how dare fucking Jeremiah fuck Mario Lopez or whatever. Mario Lopez was working on the show at the time. So was Lorenzo Lamas. I remember one time I delivered lunch to Mario Lopez, who was a nice guy. He like would know my name. He was nice. But he was just sitting in his dressing room, curled into the fetal position on a couch, sucking his thumb, watching video footage of himself. So that was good. Lorenzo Lamas, I remember, would get into a lot of arguments with people about Cuba. And I think he's from Cuba. I don't know if he was pro it or against it, but he'd always be yelling at people about Cuba, you know? I don't know how the fuck I got onto this particular anecdote. Oh, yeah. So I remember now. So one of the things that I would do at Bold and Beautiful sometimes is like collect and open mail. And all the time, different casting agencies would be sending over like resumes, you know, and headshots for different actors for soap operas. So it was a bunch of hot young dudes. And I would just go through and I'd be like, these guys are so fucking hot. That are shredded like a Ninja Turtle. They got insane like bone structure. And there's just like 40 of them that are all desperately trying to get a, you know, whatever, $200 a day walk-on role. And it's the same thing in the influencer sphere. There's a bunch of attractive people, you know, and you can play the algorithm right and talk about whatever dumb bullshit is trending that day. But she was like, okay, this is my guess. She thought, I need to do two things. A, show my vagina. Well, vulva, technically, but you know. That always... That's is that my most woke position? Is that we should call it the vulva, not the vagina? That's me being woke. Okay, vagina's inside, okay? You're not seeing her vagina, although if the views start dipping, I think she's gonna get a fucking gyno camera next and actually show her ovaries. She's got to show that right in the middle of the frame. So, you know, as you're scrolling through TikTok, you stop and go, oh, that's a pussy. And then you've watched it for 5 more seconds, and the algorithm then knows that it's going to have a better chance to sell you Dunkin' Donuts or whatever. And then the other thing is she needed to grift to conservatives, because conservatives are the best people to grift to for a number of reasons. One of which is there's a shit ton of money artificially inflating that space. A little bit less now, especially after the tenant media thing fell apart, a little bit less Russian money, but clearly there's still a healthy amount of, you know, exactly who it's coming from, Russia, various other evil people, who the fuck knows. The kind of evil people who fund this shit don't like have a nationality. It's not like they care about America or Russia. They just want to fuck the world. So there's a lot of that, but even more so, the audience is really stupid. They are subhuman. Conservatives are so fucking stupid and horny, okay? And listen, as a very stupid, horny man, I got to say to conservatives, you're making us look bad. Calm it down. But the other thing is they are voracious with content. Republicans are super fucking online right now. It really was a thing that happened after COVID forced everyone indoors and just locked them to their phone to just have the internet pumped into their head all day. And some people never really haven't weaned themselves off of that. You know, they're still sucking on that media teat. So consequently, she did that and grifted all the conservatives. Now, I don't know if she's connected to the state of Israel, because I saw a couple of memes that were like, you know, whatever, Hassan Piker or Vaush or someone, I don't think Vaush, I don't know. But I would see like little things on Reddit would be like, oh my God, look at what the state of Israel has, you know, stooped to now, and a picture of her. And I'm not saying she's not, it's possible. I believe probably the state of Israel is funding online influencers after, you remember a while ago, Tim Pool was caught meeting with the state of Israel. Let me go, meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu. Let's look that up. YouTube. Tim Pool meets Benjamin Netanyahu. And he said it was something like, Tim Pool meets with, oh yeah, this is the video right here. And he said with Chatham House rules, he's not allowed to.
Currently, there is fake news about me. So last night I wasn't here.
And to clarify, this was, I believe throughout this does not actually say this was fake. He confirms that in fact it was real.
Late word that I was invited to a private roundtable meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. It was under what's called Chatham House rules. For those that are not familiar, this means that you...
So one of my favorite Tim Pool things is when he'll learn a term and he's probably using it wrong. Who the fuck knows? But he'll try to just like casually slip it in a way that doesn't call attention to it, to be like, I'm really smart, dude. I know about things like Chatham House rules, which I guess the way he's saying it, and I don't know what it is, because I am, some would say, perhaps as stupid as Tim Pool, but at least I have the integrity to own it. I don't know what it is, and I presume he's using it wrong and lying. That's what you should always presume about Tim Pool. But I think what he's implying is it's something where, like, if you meet with other journalists, they're not allowed to report on what you guys talked about or something. I don't know exactly how that works.
You cannot reveal anybody who attended. nor attribute anything to any one individual, as they can deny it, and they would. However,
yeah, anyway, so this was right after he got exposed for taking all that Russian money, where he got, I believe, like $100,000. He made more in one episode than, apparently someone told me this, he made more in one episode than Hunter Biden made in the entirety of working at Burisma. So that's a thing. Yeah, anyway, Israel clearly is funding him, and that's why he's so butthurt about being exposed for it. So, you know, is this woman funded by Israel? Maybe. I don't know. It's also, you know, the lefties, the Hassans and the Vaushes are like, Israel, if they stub their toe, they're like, fucking Israel did it. So they've got some kind of mental issues going on. But I'm not saying that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know much about it. If so, listen, Israel, if you are funding this, much better investment than Tim Pool. All right. Again, that being said, Tim, if you want to do all your videos sitting in this pose too, show it off right there. Okay. She knows what she's doing. Also, what if she is trans and she's just tucking it back? It's exciting stuff. I found this article on the Bulwark, and I'm not going to subscribe to the Bulwark. I got nothing against the Bulwark. I like the Bulwark. I watch it. I like Tim Miller. Didn't know he was gay. Didn't know he was gay till he fucked me. That's not really relevant to any of this, but I just thought that was interesting. Anyway, Tim Miller, who started the Bulwark, was the campaign manager for Jeb Bush's campaign. He's a Republican. So again, he's subhuman, although he's not a Republican anymore. Now he's a liberal Democrat, as every smart person is. Okay. If you're anything other than a strong pro Hillary Clinton Democrat, you're a dummy. I was listening to an interview with Hillary Clinton yesterday. She's actually kind of smart. We actually kind of could have used her. Anyway, let's read this article by Will Sommer, who's a guy who I'll listen to on podcasts and sometimes listen to him to various things. This is Nick Fuentes, who seems to be... So in this picture, it's Nick Fuentes looking at, is this her Instagram, Sav Cannon Talks, which... Now, if this was really him looking at the Instagram, the moment he saw the outline of her vulva, he would start vomiting. So unrealistic photo. There's a new MAGA personality on the scene, Savanna Cannon, parroting talking points about wacko liberals and often wearing a Charlie Kirk-style freedom shirt. Is this for sale? Age-restricted adult content. Okay, I'm not going to get into that right now. Cannon looks and sounds like she came straight out of the Turning Point USA or PragerU conservative influencer Pipelines. Okay. PragerU. Remember that? I haven't heard that name in a long time. Is Dennis Prager dead? Is Dennis Prager dead? And if not, why not? Not threatening anyone, YouTube. Dennis Prager is not dead. Wow, major health complications and a severe spinal cord injury following a serious fall. So I remain paralyzed, but the biggest work, in fact, virtually all the work that has been done to enable me to breathe better, the nerves in my diaphragm. So yeah, he's just totally paralyzed, can't move anything. You know, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. People who don't like what I say are more than likely brain dead, Cannon declared in one video last week that sums up her facts don't care about your feelings style. Okay, let's open this up on Instagram. Are kids on Instagram still? Okay, we're about to actually hear what she has to say. See, all of her videos, she does this.
Exactly what they are. I mean, how can you possibly disagree? You can be offended, sure, but disagree, you can't. I'm being 100% realistic. I'm just not bullshitting. So if you disagree, then it's you problem. People that don't like what I say are more than likely brain dead. I literally see things for exactly what they are. I mean, how can you possibly disagree? You can be offended, sure, but disagree, you can't. I'm being 100% realistic. I'm just not. That's
honestly goated debate. I think he's a vegetable. Yes, he is. Him and Mitch McConnell are right now having gay sex. That is a goated debate strategy to just go, actually, I just kind of like know everything and see everything. So if you disagree with me, you're just like wrong. I'm pretty much Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen, basically. Did I detect an accent there? Maybe she is Israeli.
It's a you problem. People that don't like.
Yeah, I mean, this is a stupid video. They literally see things for exactly what they are. I mean, like, what are your opinions? I love your truth, girl. So many people today are afraid to speak our language of truth, but she didn't like say anything. This is the best comment. I do think the best looking men and women are from the United States. Not sure I agree with that, having been to Sweden. That does not mean the other humans aren't attractive. I'm saying that we're 99.9 out of 100 most attractive, and the rest of the world is 99.8. We have a 1% looking advantage. That's my point of view. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. 67 ATEW, who's posted one thing. Okay. All right, so that's all made up. So we've seen her. Yeah, it's your basic grifter shit. But Cannon has one big advantage over her rival conservative commentators. She sits in an unusual way. Cannon typically records her videos leaning back in a chair while wearing yoga pants, with her legs pulled up on either side of her. It's a pose that highlights everything a more prurient viewer might hope to see. Her bare feet and, forgive me, I am only reporting the facts here, the faint outline of her genitals. With a note, her butt crack too. Nice. That was good. Accurate to all of it. Yes, look at this right here. I wish I could. Oh, can I zoom in? Computer enhance. Oh, but look at this. For some reason, okay. I don't know. Anyway, reset. I fucked everything up here. Can you really see her butt crack? I don't know. I'm also thinking birthing position. That's true. That's true. When she inevitably has to give birth, which she'll never do because she probably is a lesbian who hates men more than you can even fucking imagine. Listen, just pearly things. Your career is kind of in the shitter right now. Got some ideas for you. I don't know. Is it misogynistic of me, A, to have every thought I have all day, every day, but specifically to be like, I don't think a hot woman would know how to set up a microphone like that. I think she's got people running this shit. I do. I don't know. Maybe not. I just don't see a hot woman like sitting down and doing all the editing required. I think this is just some like, you know, fucking sex trafficked Romanian woman that they just sit down and give her a script and then afterwards give her $19 and a sandwich. And she goes, very good. I clean house tomorrow. She is Borat. And also, this is funny. They point out here her bare feet. I'm not a feet guy, and I definitely look down on feet guys. As a pervert, I look at feet guys the same way that maybe her target demo is obstetricians. True. As a pervert, I look at feet guys. Let me start again. As a pervert, I look at feet guys the way like a black dude with a job looks down on like black guys who abandon their families, where it's like, you're hurting the community. Stop it. Okay. You're making us all fucking look bad. Cannon's recumbent. What a way to phrase that. Recumbent poses put her groin right in the center of the vertical video frame. I'm also going to say this: groin, dirtiest word in the world. Don't worry, even furries look down on feet guys. I think so. I think that like pedophiles look down on feet guys. On Little St. James Island, they all got together and they're like, all right, we're here. We're going to fuck 11-year-olds. And then one guy goes, and they better have beautiful feet. And everyone goes, get the fuck out, Elon. We're not letting you back here ever again. Get the fuck out. Groin, dirtiest word. No, crotch. Crotch is the dirtiest word, followed by groin. Vulva, squeaky clean. I could go right now in the 700 Club and say vulva. This person sits like this every time. One Instagram commenter wrote this week. It's really weird. So is she on Instagram? I kind of assumed Instagram was like a millennial old fart platform. Are kids on Instagram? I thought they were just on TikTok or, you know, some social media I don't even know of yet, like Scorch Fart or something. Cannon isn't subtle about it. Scroll through her Instagram page, and a good 80% of the posts are her sitting in that pose, wearing yoga pants, often pulling them up to make them fit tighter. My videos are for straight men, she explained. Okay, cool. Let's see some more of her videos, see what she has to say. Not a whole lot here. Sav Cannon talks. What do we got? Okay. We've got a few. Oh, Jesus, this is truly a birthing position video. What is she saying?
It's a shame. I don't have anything to say. I hope all of you guys have a great day. I know it's hard after seeing this. I'm sorry, but just do your best.
4,170 likes. God bless you, girl. I have rarely seen someone phone in their job more than this. Okay, so this is like some viral clip of somebody. Is that the Tube in London? I don't know. It's not important. It's like someone got a video of some fucking autistic person being weird on a train, and now the comment, please start worrying light-colored pants again. Okay, so yeah, it's just like an autistic person having a freak out, and she doesn't even have the energy to put. Honestly, when I saw videos of just pearly things doing debates or whatever commenting, I was like, this is the laziest a human being could be. I was wrong.
It's a shame. I don't have anything to say.
I know you don't. Comments, I don't understand why you sit that way. You have great content, no need in it. That is not true. She does not have good content at all. Oh, can never be a woman. This is probably a trans thing. Oh, Islamic. Oh, that's John Doyle, who's a Nazi right there.
I'd just like to say that men can never be women. And if we can't say that, then we can't live in a free society.
I can say that if I want. I would say that men can't be women, I guess. I don't know. Everyone can be whatever they want as long as they're wearing those light colored pants. I watched this on mute, but fully agree with whatever you said. Oh, dear Lord in heaven. Yeah, what? God, this is so fucking lazy.
Like, it's crazy that this is even a debate nowadays. Just call it what it is. Mental illness. I'd just like to say that men can never be women.
Yeah, I mean, she's just, repeating like 2016 talking points. Yeah, very boring. Because I mean, like, whenever people go on like a trans thing where it's like they don't understand. I mean, she doesn't believe this. She doesn't know what she's saying. She doesn't care. She is willing. She's just waiting to film all of these videos in one afternoon so she can go back to the shipping crate she lives in. But yeah, I mean, you could sit down with someone and like try to explain to them the concept of gender as a social construct and how, it's complicated because there does seem to be some biological construction, maybe, towards gender, at least in as much as like people with the same chromosomes will display a lot of the same behaviors. But does that necessarily mean that it is biological or is it socially conditioned? I don't really fucking know. But gender isn't binary. Gender expression isn't binary. Biological sex isn't binary. They're intersex people. This is all silly stuff made up. So, but you can debate all that and it gets complicated. And anyone actually like, is she just reading Elon's Twitter feed? Literally, this is sub Elon Musk. I don't know if I would ever see content that like I think would be too stupid for Elon Musk. That being said, 100% chance he has mailed her his sperm already and been like, you must produce my babies for the white future on Mars. But like you can sit down and try to explain gender to people who are fucking subhuman. Instead, what you should just go is be like, I don't know, if the dick is under 5 inches, they're a bitch. And that's it. Don't take him seriously. Let's see what the John Doyle clip is.
America was built on immigration. And if I'm correct, Trump...
So this is Blaze Media. So this is like, they were like, what if Jubilee was worse? What if we had a more racist Jubilee? And so Glenn Beck's Blaze Media went in to fill that void. I wonder if she's going to comment on this video or just kind of watch it.
Wife is an immigrant.
That's true.
Okay, then. America was built on immigrants doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do.
I would say that I think there's a difference between immigration during the Ellis Island period where you had people coming from Northwestern Europe and they were coming in.
Yeah. Well, you're just making up shit. The whole thing was that at the time, they're what you consider now to be white, although at the time they were not considered white. And certainly it was not like at the time, the John Doyle of whatever, 1885 or 1910 was like, this is super cool and I like it. No, you assholes have always been against this. And you're just changing what the term white is constantly. So, yeah.
It's seeking better lives, building businesses, things like that, as opposed to what we see now, which is largely immigration from the third world, India, Latin America, places like that, where
I mean, there's a lot to, again, show me the actual numbers where we see that. But again, if your point is they're coming here for a better life and build businesses, yeah, immigrants do. First off, as I've always said, these fucking weirdos who are obsessed with birth rates, and it's like the birth rate's going down and everyone needs to be more Christian. Guess what, motherfucker? You need to meet some abuelas. All those Chinese coming in from Europe. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, motherfucker, if you're really worried about birth rates and religion, I have got some abuelas who will pressure their, granddaughters to have 29 children each. Be like, oh, every time you even look at a condom, God puts one more mark in the going to hell column.
people are coming and they're simply just different. They're culturally incompatible with what we've built in America. And you see that because when they build businesses or they build communities, they exist as, communities of that ethnicity. They wave the flag.
So not necessarily. And first off, you guys are super racist towards them. So, I mean, when immigrants come into America and everyone is like, go back to your own fucking home country and then, promises violence against them, do you really blame them on having religious enclaves and ethnic enclaves and stuff like that? But secondly, when you say like they're incompatible with our culture, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, what do you mean by that? I mean, he just means that they're brown people. He's a Nazi. He's just a Nazi. But they commit less crime. They contribute to the economy. Like, I think you, John Doyle, are a tiny, chinless Nazi fuck. You're a weird little freak. I don't want you in this country. I don't think you should be deported, but I would feel better if you weren't in the country. But how I feel isn't necessarily how policy should be made. But yeah, no, you're culturally incompatible with myself and with America as I feel it. Absolutely.
Flag of the countries from which they came, as opposed to, Italians or Irish who came to the country and they were ready to wave the American flag. And
so not universally, and certainly when Irish and Italians came into the country, they were not welcomed and they formed ethnic enclaves as well. So again, John Doyle, you're a white nationalist. Okay, he's explicitly a white nationalist. I believe a lot of these guys, I think, are just grifters. I think Doyle is legitimately a Nazi and he knows he's a Nazi. I think he is. But yeah, the Irish and the Italians were definitely not considered white when they first came here. They started ethnic fucking enclaves, and it was all the same shit was said about them.
So I think it's just a different kind of immigration that we're talking about. So I wouldn't say that America is built by immigrants. I think America was built by settlers, by people who came and conquered and tamed this continent.
Well, America was built by slaves, which is kind of its own separate, category. And that's the thing. In America, black people will always be treated differently than immigrants. In some ways better, in other ways worse. I don't know. I'm not saying that like it's a competition. They're both treated poorly by and large, but in different ways.
Continents and who have built what is, I believe, the greatest civilization in history.
Why do you believe that? You hate this country. You hate the people in it. You hate the fact that it's gay and Jewish or whatever. Like, you hate it. You hate everything. You hate life.
No, she thought she had him, but there you have it.
America was built on
immigration.
Okay,
so she definitely didn't actually watch that clip. That's not real. See, John Doyle again. I don't like John Doyle. I think he's a Nazi fuck. He is putting more effort into it than she is. All right, just a couple more. They're all the same thing. Just her showing her pussy and being like,
why do black people get so offended when...
Okay. Let's see where she goes. Why do black people get so offended when... Is she willing to say it? Is she willing to say it? Or is she a coward?
When white people say the N-word during a song. Like, I think half my playlists, the songs have the N-word in it.
Only half? First off, I'd imagine your playlist is just the N-word over and over again. Why do they get so offended? I don't know. Ask them. I'll drive you to the south side of Chicago. First off, if you're sitting like this, you might get a pass, girl.
I'm just supposed to not say it?
Atlantis was the greatest civilization.
The artist obviously makes the song knowing that he's saying it 30 times in his song, knowing that.
Okay, who gives a shit? I don't know. I can't speak for any black people, but I don't particularly care what you say or don't say. Capitalism, woman, size. Okay, this is the kind of video I'm into right now.
It's always been, so what kind of men are you into? And women will be like, height, size, income, whatever. Now women are just like, I just want a guy that's not gay.
Okay,
It's always
sure.
been, oh, so what kind of...
What? I just want a guy who's not gay. Yep, that's definitely something that women on the internet keep expressing is like, I just don't have enough men who want to fuck me. Okay, so yeah, they just got somebody who is not terribly pleasant looking to do a video, and then they're probably speaking on something. And my guess is that this decolonization video, they're going to have a really insightful, like, you know, thing to say. I'm going to guess she's going to really break down her disagreement with this human being's positions and illuminate them. So even if at the end we don't necessarily agree, we can at least see the logical processes she used to get there. Or alternatively, she's going to be like, that's kind of gross, and then check her phone to see if the Venmo had been sent already.
Is a woman's beard.
Okay.
This is a woman's voice. Trans, feminine, non-binary, as I stand before you, is an act of decolonization and defiance of our indoctrination into strict gender norms. This is a woman's beard.
Okay, so she didn't even say anything on this. It just cuts to her making that face. Yeah, so this is 100%. I could do this all day. This is fascinating. Yeah, this is 100 million % just being like created by some...
I was setting up my Aura ring the other day.
I'm sure
As
you
I
were.
was signing up, it asked me what gender I was at birth.
I'm going to say, ma'am, I think you have a yeast infection. Yeah, this is 100% just some fucking Israeli
Sorry.
billionaire.
At birth? Like, I was really thinking to myself, like, wow, they really have to word these things so that rainbow people don't get offended. Mentally.
Okay, sure. Yeah, she doesn't have an accent, but I mean, I say Israeli billionaire. Now I'm falling into the fucking Hassan Vouch thing. I don't know. I guess that my guess would be some wealthy person is funding this and funding her, and she doesn't even know she's famous right now. Let's see what we got here. Cannon, lest you have any lingering doubts about the audience Cannon is cultivating, it is probably settled by knowledge of Cannon's other career. She also posts sexual photos of herself on the subscriber site OnlyFans. Okay. The OnlyFans gig actually came first for Cannon. She tried to grow her presence on the site by, among other things, posting videos of herself working out in the gym. I didn't pre-read this, but I called it. That's what I thought. She was just doing gym stuff first, which honestly, I'm going to start posting my gym workouts, dude. I got decent fucking gains, man. I'm going to do a gym workout, and it's called How to Work Out Regularly and Still Be a Fat Piece of Shit. But when you flex, your titties are hard as fuck. That's the thing. I've been lifting weights the past couple years. All right, I'm going to go to the big screen just so I can kiss my own biceps. You don't like it? This is a fucking woman's arm. I'm gonna keep going to the gym. I want to hopefully someday be one of the old guys who just sits in the locker room with his dangly ass balls out all day. Anyway, posting videos of herself working out in the gym, but it can be tough out there for an OnlyFans girl. What is this link right here? Is this
challenged fucking...
I don't care. Top 1% of OnlyFans creators capture 76% of revenue with an average of 146,881. So yeah, that's what's interesting. So like a full 50% of people on OnlyFans are making less than $24K. Or was that $2,400? Yeah, are making less than $2,500. Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's not a whole lot of money because, again, it's a flooded market, man. And I think you got to put a lot of work into OnlyFans. You got to constantly be promoting and shit, you know? It's tough. It's harder to make a career talking about politics on YouTube. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, guys. Listen, we've got 2 viewers now, so, you know, I'm going to make it work. Anyway, in search of a large, particularly male audience with a track record of falling for a pretty face, let's see what this link is right here. MAGA influencer Emily Hart revealed to be AI created by 22-year-old student. Yep, sounds about right. When is this from? This is from April of this year. Conservative influencer Emily Hart is actually a work of AI. A Facebook account in Hart's name has raked up thousands of followers, though the page was actually created by a 22-year-old aspiring Indian med student named Sam. So, yeah, let's see if this is more or less effort being put in to this than any of these Savanna Canyon videos. Emily Hart, influencer. It is so easy to fucking con conservatives. Goddamn, dude. No, this is a different woman's thing. It's so easy to scam conservatives. They're so stupid and angry and horny. Dude, I gotta do it. I bet I can find a nice immigrant woman who will wear even tighter yoga pants and say even dumber shit. Okay? None of this nonsense where it's like they watch a video and then comment on it. I'm just gonna get one to fully. First off, I'm gonna get one of those cameras that they normally use to film your colonoscopy, and I'm actually going to put it in the pussy. So it's going to be the first social media account filmed inside a pussy, and then it's just you're going to hear her like muffled voice going like, "There are no trans people. All the immigrants are trans. As it turns out, all immigrants and Hakeem Jeffrey they're trans. Democrats are trans. If your grandchildren don't talk to you, they're trans." And I will make $100 million. She made a play to become a MAGA influencer. It was a smart call. Pro-Trump social media is a rich field for finding new smitten subscribers, or in the language of the industry, simps. Do you think it bothers conservatives? Well, I don't think it does. I'll tell you. Let me finish my thought, then I'll tell you why it doesn't. Does it bother conservatives that all content they consume is made by people who hate them, who at absolute best view them as pathetic? Do you think it bothers them? It doesn't, and I'll tell you why. Because they legitimately don't know. It is hard as a human being to understand the mind of a conservative because, again, they're subhuman. So you have to understand they are so stupid. Because, like, you know, we watch this fucking Instagram shit of Savanna Canyon going like, Let's see if I can do the pose. Let me see. Is this going to help me get subscribers? What are my view count? And what's my view count at now? The other day someone asked if woman was a man, and I said, what are you even talking about? They have no shame, so it's not a problem. That's true. But they just literally don't know. They have no idea. And so we watch that and we're like, God damn, this is the most condescending fucking thing I've ever seen. They watch it and they go, but again, they don't express thoughts. It's just feelings. And they're like, oh, I want to come. I want to come and she's right. I want to kill and I want to fuck. That's what I always say. The average, just the median conservative, the middle of the road conservative dad living in suburban Ohio is more angry, terrified, and horny than you can imagine. So they watch this video and they go, we have to kill all the trans people or else they're gonna fuck my daughter who looks like her. All right. It was a smart call. Pro-Trump social media is a rich field for finding new smitten subscribers, or in the language of the industry, simps, who could end up following you on OnlyFans too. While Cannon's gym page has 42,000 followers on Instagram, her political Instagram has 285,000. The number of followers she has on her OnlyFans account is not publicly listed, but it should be. And we should know all of their names and addresses. Politically, Cannon is offering the kind of unremarkable conservative opinions you might hear on Fox News or Ben Shapiro's Day. Yeah, it's the usual shit. Democrats are the real racists. Okay, let's see this one. So apparently she's mostly Instagram, not TikTok.
Of the Democratic Party, lost the Civil War, founded the KKK.
Okay, yeah, I mean, there's the party switch. But why am I sitting here trying to debunk this? She's right. She's actually correct, and it's actually true.
Created cancel culture.
Yeah. They started the Civil War. They created cancel culture. Two equally bad things. Okay? That is always the weird thing about conservatives, where like, because again, they don't really think about things. So they hold two views equally in their mind at the same time, which is that other races are inferior to me and it would be better if we enslaved black people. And I'm not racist and racism is bad. They hold both of those views. So at the same time, they're like, yeah, the Civil War, the Democrats did that and it was bad that they did it. Oh, okay. So like, sure, cool. So we should take down the statues of the Confederate soldiers? No, they did the right thing and it was good they did that. But they were Democrats. Yeah, I know they were Democrats. It's terrible they did that. So we should take down the statues. No, we should. It was great they did that. They just... Yeah.
Censored free speech.
They censored free speech. Absolutely. Absolutely. By censored free speech, what they meant is that, you know, someone got kicked off Facebook because they said the N-word underneath a photo of Michelle Obama and was like, no, it just means ignorant person. Don't worry about it.
Normalized mental illness, created a trans cult, put radicals in Congress, opened borders. They stole an election. They demonized law enforcement. They encouraged violence. They tried to assassinate Trump. They laughed when Charlie Kirk.
So two things, which is A, it of course was a registered Republican who tried to assassinate Donald Trump. And B, it was funny when Charlie Kirk died. I'm sorry. I don't like political violence. I don't advocate for it. But come on. He was, and then the guy who shot him wrote on like one of the bullets, if you read this, you're gay. Come on. That's hilarious.
Died. They promote communism. They hate American culture. They hate you if you disagree with them. Shit. Do I need to keep going? Here, I'm going to give you a rundown of the
Sure, yeah. So she's just reading this. Yeah, whatever. It's the usual shit. Cannon's unsubtle approach to combining politics with sex appeal is just the latest in the symbiotic relationship developing between right-wing commentators eager to grow their male audiences and aspiring OnlyFans models hoping to grow subscriber bases through any form of online attention. The Venn diagram of their potential audiences is almost a circle, including even those spaces where pro-Trump commentators claim to want to return to more traditional values. Take the short-form video content produced by manospheric dating podcasts like Whatever or Fresh and Fit. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't watch either of those. Whatever is a podcast that Andrew Wilson went on and was unable to open the pickle jar right. That was very funny. And Fresh and Fit is two black guys that are trying to get a bunch of Nazis to watch their content and have been, to me, surprisingly successful given that they're black. But, you know, Nazis have never been great with, you know, consistency. These podcasts usually feature one or two conservatives, usually men, facing off around a giant semicircle table. God, conservatives are so fucking stupid. It rules. And they have all the power. They're the stupidest fucking people on earth. Half of them are so horny that they just want to fucking nuke the world. And the other half thinks that if you nuke the world, Jesus will come down and kiss them on the lips. What a cool world we live in. What a cool world. She's just a younger Jillian Michaels. Yeah, I mean, to some degree, there is a resemblance there. Also, I'm not 100% convinced this woman is an AI. Tomorrow, if like, you know, someone comes out and goes, this actually was AI and we're, you know, again, this is AI created by the Chinese government to destroy America. And I just want to say to the Chinese government, you don't need to put in the effort. We're doing just fine falling apart without you. Don't honestly focus on your own stuff. All right. Because it's kind of looking like you're going to have to take the big dog seat pretty soon. So good luck, asshole. Good fucking luck. Yes, the conservative asked the women titillating, often rude questions like how many men they've slept with. Firing line, this is not. We have a link to some. Yeah, I'd be less surprised. I would agree. Okay, what do we got here? This is a whole firing line with William F. Buckley Jr., the avant-garde.
Well, all the artists in New York, all the artists in New York got together and put out a big.
No, both of these men have their legs crossed, so I'm not interested in watching it. What kind of women would subject themselves to that kind of treatment? I mean, any of them. When they see the kind of money they're going to fucking get, I would do it too. Often the answer is OnlyFans models looking to gain monetizable internet infamy, even from trad, quote unquote, men. Every single person online who claims they're a quote unquote trad man has literally never seen it. The closest they can get to seeing a pussy is one of these videos. That is the closest. Okay. None of that's fucking real. Because if you've actually been with women, you would know that you hate them. I hate women more than any incel, all right? True hate comes from knowledge. Just kidding. I love women. Y'all could chill the fuck out a little bit, though. All right? I love women. Y'all could chill the fuck out a little bit. In a 2023 video, the hosts of the Miami-based Fresh and Fit, whose podcast has featured figures like Candace Owens and Milo Yiannopoulos in the designated conservative role, defended themselves from a viewer asking why they had hosted so many OnlyFans models, hoping to get rich off of their audiences. To get the most eyeballs, unfortunately, sex sells. Host Amru Fudai, aka Myron Gaines. Gee, I wonder why he changed his name. Weren't also the Fresh and Fit guys like going Muslim, which is kind of a weird way to say that, but weren't they at some point, like them and Sneeko and all those guys? I thought that was going to be a bigger thing. Maybe it still is. They are going really anti-Semitic, so maybe we'll still get it. But at a certain point I was like, yeah, they're all going to be Muslim. That's the logical direction. There is a method to the madness, and to get eyeballs on us, sometimes we have to bring in certain girls, whatever it may be. Fudel, I'm just going to call him Myron. Myron argued that their fight for traditional values was still being accomplished if they could draw in simps and suckers and direct even a fraction of them towards the less sexualized media products they put out. Products like Money Monday and, I kid you not, Womanizer Wednesday. Listen, alliteration, you cannot argue. Okay? Yeah. Did the people watching this really believe that? I think, again, it's hard to overestimate how stupid these people are. They're so dumb. Do they honestly watch something like Fresh and Fit and go like, yeah, these people, you know, they're interested. It's not about money. They just want to make young men's lives better. That's why you need to watch Money Monday, where it's probably like, what you need to do is hustle and grind to get that money. Okay, so like, what stocks should I invest in? Hustle stocks. You got to grind that Robinhood account. All right? And I'll definitely tell you where to put the money. What you need to do is send me your parents' credit card number. I'll take care of it. The Los Angeles-based Whatever podcast runs on a similar model, featuring conservative commentators like the Daily Wire's Michael Knowles facing off against OnlyFans models eager to promote their accounts. In 2024, YouTube commentator Daniel Keem described the podcast business model as, quote, line up some OnlyFans sluts to roast. Yeah, I mean, again, because they're like, I think it's important to have the sexy women there and then to have men yelling at them, because young men who are the audience of this thing, they are so angry at their penis because they just want to fuck and no one will fuck them. You know, I can speak on this. I was a young man at one point. All right. And I really would have loved to have had some sex. Let me tell you, the rest of the world, by and large, had a different opinion on it. And I'll be honest with you. I say that as a young man. As a 42-year-old man, I find myself kind of back in a similar position now. I had a stretch for a while where I was doing okay, but now I'm kind of right back in there. And so you're mad and you're angry and you're ashamed. And these shows allow you to kind of work that out by watching the intellectual titan Michael Knowles probably say like, well, if you read Ecclesiastically, and whatever. Michael Knowles sucks. He's easily the least entertaining guy on the Daily Wire. Give me Matt Walsh. I've said before, that guy's got some panache. That guy's got some verve. He's got a kind of demonic charm, you know? Way funnier. What Cannon's been doing seems to be working for her. She appears to have built a successful customer funnel for her OnlyFans by getting political. After posting conservative videos for just a few months, she now regularly gets tens of thousands of views on every short video on Instagram, as well as adoring comments and thousands of likes on each. Conservative female talking heads are just a bunch of shallow, disgusting skanks spewing low IQ takes, complained far-right commentator Lauren Witzke on Tuesday, posting a video of Cannon's legs akimbo pose. So this is what's fascinating. When somebody is willing to come into this sort of right-wing grifter space and just be like openly sexual like she is, it'll piss off a lot of the other women because they'll feel kind of like they're coming into like their space and competing with them. And also I think there are some people who genuinely are crazy and are of the opinion that like women shouldn't, you know, let me turn up my mic a little bit. But anyway, that women shouldn't be allowed to be sexual. They should be fucked, but only, you know, through a hole in a sheet. We've got a take from Steven Crowder here, so let's load up this video. Okay, this is a good one. This is the link to the clip. We're just going to watch this right here. I'm going to look up the Steven Crowder video because I do want to watch what he has to say. Here's him talking, smoking a cigar and talking to his pregnant wife. Wait, do not exit the page. We are watching this. I might have too many tabs open right now. Okay. Oh, I had a good rhythm going. Remember when we zoomed in on this? That was fun. Let me just look up Steven Crowder ring camera wife. That's a good one. Steven Crowder yelling at his 8-month pregnant wife. And then all the rest of the ones abused her. This is Just Pearly Things in a video that got 135,000 views. And the description is, modern women are a waste of time. Creating general wealth isn't. Check out the best way to create passive income and the blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so let's see what Steven Crowder has to say to his pregnant wife.
I drew a boundary. I drew a boundary. No, you just no. I drew a boundary of abusive. I drew a boundary of abusive. You were not taking the car. You were not taking the car because you refused.
As I understand,
things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
Oh, I see. It just started playing over here as I started playing it in the other tab. That's why we got the echo right there. I believe the context of this is that they only had one car, which is like you were making millions of dollars, I think. He wanted like 50 million. Remember that? When like the Daily Wire offered him 50 million and he goes, I don't need your money. I'm bigger than you guys. And then that worked out well for him. But anyway, they had enough money for another car. So I think the one car thing was just to have control over his wife, which is cool. I get it. But anyway, she wanted to go out and, I don't know, get fucking medicine because she's carrying his fucking shitty twins. I don't know why. Maybe twins innocent, but you know, you've got some real bad, real bad beans in that gumbo is all I'll say about those twins. And so he was like, I'm not letting you use the car because you refuse to, quote, do wifely things. But you might be thinking, oh, it's fuck him. No, don't worry. Steven Crowder is a homosexual. So by wifely things, he means giving the dog medicine, which doesn't seem terribly wifely to me, but okay.
To do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
Okay, so literally it was just picking up. She wants to go pick up the groceries for his dumb fat ass. Wearing, by the way, you can kind of see, you can't really see that well. The chat's blocking it right there. Can you see that? Socks with sandals, ladies and gentlemen. That's Steven Crowder. Honestly, it's worse than anything he's ever said.
I have steaks, wood pellets, my grill. I know it's not a reasonable request, but I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect me? Yes, other than that, other than that, I receive love like that. Respect. No, other than that, no, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
you're not taking the car.
Steven.
You are not.
Then I will ask someone to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
As long as you got Steven.
Get an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't go. Listen to me. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up?
Oh, so he's buy another fucking car or you're taking Uber. She's going to get groceries. And also you don't have any friends. So stop that fucking bullshit right there. What's fascinating about this video is I always kind of assumed Steven Crowder was just a grifter. And to some level he probably is. I don't think he actually gives a shit about any of this culture war stuff. He's just a closeted homosexual who wants to be an actor and wasn't terribly good at it. But what you see in this is like, they are truly bad people. Like they're just dog shit. I hesitate to call people bad people. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but they're certainly doing bad things that I don't fucking approve of. So it's not just an act. They truly are shitty.
Get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either. Do you understand the difference between my life being set to the second and you going, I'll be back when I'm back?
Steven.
Also, I think she
is discipline and respect.
Oh, dear fucking God, you dumb psycho. Listen, there's the other thing. He is a fucking man baby. Him just being like shitty to his wife. You shouldn't be shitty to your wife, but like, you know, we've all had bad days and have been rude to people, or maybe not at this level, but you know, we've done shitty things and been selfish. I totally get it. But it's this weird thing about like respect and discipline where it's this crypto fascist nonsense bullshit. I don't fucking like it. But I believe she leaked this video because she was going through a divorce with him at the time and wanted custody. And I can only pray that she got full custody of those fucking children.
Only out of it, we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline or respect.
Yeah.
There you go. You throw your hand. You give up so easily.
I don't give up, Stephen.
Hillary,
Stephen?
you give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Stephen, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Stephen, your beast is sick. Your beast
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Fucking watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need you to stop engaging for a little bit, okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never...
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't love you. Yeah, I'm so glad for her that she got the fuck out of this. She divorced him and left him. And I think that's fine with him because, again, his main attraction is other men's assholes and penises and sometimes even balls. So good for her, but she seems reasonable here. She seems, you know, it's unfortunate, very sad that she's trying to still show love to someone who is a monster. But, you know, she comes off quite good here. I can see why she leaked it. I would have done the same thing. And it's fine to leak stuff against Steven Crowder. He doesn't have a soul.
I receive love from you, and the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it, you go, no, but I love you more than life itself. Okay, put on some gloves. No, but I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous. Hillary, you're right, right in that. Become someone that you need, day in and day out, worthy of a wife, no, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to engage anymore. I'm going to go. I'll text me what you need. I'll get you what you need. I love you. I'm committed to you.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not trying to.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to you. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed?
Also, it is funny that he's wearing one of his own shirts, "Fight Like Hell," which was his shirt. He was one of the first guys to do it. He really was a trailblazer in this space. One of the first guys to get kicked off of YouTube for like using slurs and then be like, "We're going to fight like hell to get my free speech back." Yeah. Fight like hell. Of course, the great clip. He's very committed to fighting like hell unless he sees Sam Cedar on a Zoom call. Then he shits his pants and cries and runs away. Basically, Steven Crowder will fight like hell unless it is, you know, in regards to talking to a grown up. That maybe he'll have an issue with.
Are you committed enough to do those? Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm going to just...
Making her, well, she's pregnant.
Are you committed enough to get the medication as well?
Walk the fucking dogs. Crowder's head inside. Steven gets angrier and angrier, and by his own admission screams, "I will fuck you up," at his pregnant wife, Hillary, who then flees their home. Yeah, this whole thing was about him demanding that she walk the dogs and give the dogs their medicine, even though she's pregnant. Oh, no. Now, just keep that in mind. Let's see what Steven Crowder has to say about this Savanna Canyon woman. I keep saying Canyon. It's Savanna Cannon, not Canyon. But it should be Canyon, so we're just going to call her that. I don't care.
Coming out to a fireworks show at...
Okay, so this is Crowder Bits. 169,000 views. 1.34 million subscribers. Okay, he's doing okay. He's doing all right. Apparently he still does a show. Yeah, he doesn't look very good. Looks real puffy. Looks fucked up. And let me tell you something. I'm really disappointed in you, Steven. Not wearing the holster anymore. He looks like fucking shit. Steven, why did you take off the holster, okay? He has creatine down in the fucking corner here. You were normalizing responsible gun ownership. What happened, Steven?
Whatever conservative conference. To me, it's just like, you guys got out sex appealed. Okay, there's no good. I don't want to promote this. This is making the rounds. And of course, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this. I don't want to give you the name of the person. I don't want to promote the person because the person has an OnlyFans and the person is clearly using this controversy to promote their OnlyFans. Meet the new breed.
To be fair, he's not wrong. That is the case, yes. But I mean, Steven, she's doing the same thing you're doing. She's just better at it.
Of conservative pundit that's ruffling some feathers.
Can we please stop addressing Ilhan Omar as a congresswoman? I mean, she is. Again, why? I keep getting stuck in this trap when I watch this woman's videos and feel the need to like debunk them. Why? We know she's right about everything. How do we know that? Because she has a vulva and we can see it. Literally a fraud.
Believe all women.
This is a person who came to the USA to corrupt its people and resources. Sure. She went from negative $65,000 net worth to over $30 million and denies it.
Can't imagine that's true. And denies it. There is no way Ilhan Omar is worth $30 million. And of course, Donald Trump has added literally billions of dollars, I think. Don't check that. I don't care. Truth doesn't matter. We're in a post-truth world. Donald Trump, honestly, if she has $30 million and she's lying about it, let her run the whole fucking country, okay? God, she married a rich guy. Is it true? Am I full of shit? Is Ilhan Omar worth $30 million? No. Initial financial disclosure filed for her husband's businesses suggested a high valuation range, but her office later amended the filing, attributing the $30 million figure to an accountant's error that failed to deduct business liabilities. So it seems the basic idea, the individual money she has is somewhere between about 20K and about 100K, whatever. Her husband's whole business seems like it's worth about 30 million, but that's, a bunch of bullshit coming. So yeah, again, why did I waste that time? I'll never get that time in my life back having fact checked this human being. Why? I don't know if that was worth anybody's time.
She denies it and she blames it on an accounting error.
Yeah, if she is worth $30 million. Okay, cool. Like, good. I'm glad she has a lot of money. I don't know. Whatever. Again, Donald Trump's made billions, but there's no point in engaging with any of this.
Not like that, said all the other conservative female commentators selling sex appeal.
That's true. Oh, is this going to be good? Are we going to get a bitchy Steven Crowder taking down the other ladies? I am here for it.
Look, it's not lost on me that this person is using it to sell OnlyFans. It's probably an AI script. Go in, talentless. There's nothing being contributed, right? There's nothing of value. I get it.
Again, not wrong. I have a little analogy of a pot, a kettle, and a color that when you see it makes you run for your gun. But not wrong.
Now do Fox News for several decades. Not all of them, some standouts. Now do most of the podcast space. Now do the whole TPUSA ambassadorship. You have you're an ambassador. What you can't do is have you seen these comments? I can't believe that someone would sell sex appeal. Really? You can't believe it? Bring up the collage. You can't believe it? This is new to you?
Yeah. So, I don't know who a lot of these women are. Oh, Riley Gaines, yeah. There is that's Lauren Southern right there, who is a white nationalist holding two guns. Don't pretend like you want to fuck Ann Coulter. This woman has a horrifying face. I don't know who this woman is. Yeah, first off, some of these are just like, that's just a woman's face. It's not. Some of these are obviously meant to be sexual and cool. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. But some of these are just women's faces.
Really? Really? Come on.
Wow.
This is the sex appeal nuclear arms race. And this is why women make up 3/4 of social media content creators. It's a huge advantage. Wow.
All sources available in the description and louderwithcrowder.com. Again, you can, this is a big Steven Crowder thing that he would do, where he would try to like drop some statistic to be like, we know numbers. We're good with numbers. It probably a bunch of bullshit. Let's just read this. A survey of 2,500 influencers internationally, ranging in number of followers from 500 up to celebrity status, found that women heavily outnumbered men. Yeah, I mean, first off, that might be true. I really have no idea. I don't really trust anything Steven Crowder puts out there, just, you know, on first principle, but maybe they are. That wouldn't be terribly surprising, but I don't know. I mean, how was this conducted? Where did they get these people? Blah, blah, blah. What do you mean by heavily outnumbered men? You know, whatever.
To be a woman on social media. Fine. Okay. I don't like it. It's not someone I would tune into, but I would say that for most of the female talking heads, who cares that your cleavage was a little bit less obvious? What happens is that cluster in the...
Bro, she's doing labia cleavage. Okay? I don't know. Yeah, you're not Bill Maher, but God, I should be. Did you guys see... No one's talking about this and it's driving me crazy. Bill Maher had Kevin Spacey on his show. Just did an interview with Kevin Spacey. Maybe we'll watch that some other stream. It was crazy.
People who are medium to no talent. A woman can be a medium to no talent and have a decent following if she's hot. Okay?
Ooh, being bitchy.
That doesn't happen with men. If the man is the most good-looking man you could possibly imagine, that might increase his viewership like...
Well, I mean, it helps you, Steven. You're a hot piece of ass. Look at that muscle right there. Look at that insanely bloated fucking red face. I can't get over how shitty he looks. And again, it's okay to be mean to him, all right? He's a wife abuser and, more importantly, a homosexual. Bill Maher thought Ann Coulter was hot. Oh, that is true. Bill Maher, I think they fucked for a while. Do you remember when all the leaks came out from people who worked on the Louder with Crowder show who said that Steven would just send them pictures of his dick and be like, hey, it's a funny bit we're doing where we send pictures of our dick. Maybe you could send one back, you know? Don't worry about it. What if maybe we kissed? For a bit. What if I put on a dress? He did that great video where he dressed like a woman and then went to a gym to like prove a point. I don't know exactly, to prove his point that arg, trans people, I hate them. I think about girl dick all day. That seems to be the idea. And he went in there and was just lifting weights and like nobody gave a shit because they were like, I don't know, I guess it's a trans woman or a guy wearing a dress. I don't give a shit. I'm lifting my own I got my own shit to do here at the gym, buddy. Okay? I don't give a shit about you. I'm listening to murder podcasts. I'm doing bicep curls. Have a great day. So he started like just throwing weights around just to get attention. And finally they were like, you got to leave, asshole. And then he was like, see, the so-called progressive left. And I was like, I don't know if first off, everyone at LA Fitness claims to be progressive, Steven. Jesus.
5%. And by the way, it's not from men. It's from maybe a couple of women. But then when you get to the top, women complain, well, why are there no women at the top? Well, for the same...
Yeah, this is boring. Who gives a shit? So it seems like what he's kind of rambling about is women can become successful by showing the outline of their vagina, which is true. Let's see if we got a sketch coming up. The sketch comedy always was Steven's forte.
Yes.
Like,
she's cool.
Why can't I do that?
I don't know who that woman is, but we have, of course... Is that Not Gay Jared? No, Not Gay Jared left the show. He used to have his half Asian lawyer who'd come in the show. He had the comedian Dave something, who was like a legit comedian, like a road guy. I don't think I ever worked with him, but like I knew people who did, who was just like a miserable drunk. So like I said, a road comic, who would go on the show and like try to make it funny.
You go because you're a guy. You're like, oh, that's right. I need to be good. Just think of how silly it would be if men tried to get ahead doing this.
Okay, so here's the sketch. Steven, buddy. You don't. Let's just watch it. Maybe my perception. Maybe I'm running to conclusions here.
You sure this is working?
Absolutely. Yeah, this is gonna be good for viewership. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, do that. Yeah, that's yeah.
I don't
and then look back at it.
He's tensing his ass.
People are gonna love this. You're gonna go nuts.
No, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah. Why? Is it the couch?
Maybe I should do the table.
Flatter surface. Yeah, that might.
Does that make?
Yeah, that might accentuate.
I mean, again,
the features a little better.
I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah, well, then I want you comfortable.
I feel bad about it.
Yeah, I don't want you to feel
I don't like to do it, but I just feel like if I was on the desk, on the table more, you know, you might.
Oh, yes! Oh, yeah, do that thing, the flex thing. Yeah, dude, that's gonna. Oh my gosh. This is gonna kill it.
So, to clarify, for a sketch, Steven Crowder just put on yoga pants and flexed his ass. Good bit, Steven.
I didn't even know he was there.
I didn't either.
Guy's wearing a shirt with the Declaration of Independence. Okay, cool. He does want to be a woman. I think you're right. I think maybe he just wants to be a sissy. He just wants to be a bottom. Steven, just be a bottom. I'm reminded of like John Travolta, who's a closet homosexual who just wants to jack off masseuses all fucking day long. And the problem is Scientology has a video of him admitting that, so he can't ever be honest about it. Just say, John Travolta, people will love you so much more as a gay man than as a bald loser. Just be a bald gay man. You'd kill it. You'd be a daddy. It's time for John Travolta. He's had so many comebacks. Now it's time to come on a man's back.
It was taken out of context. That's real. His eyes were down there.
That's America's ass. Yeah, that's America's butt. I don't know. Anyone have any? It's like, okay, fine. Like, I'm not a fan of it, but you know, how many times have we had to compete? Like, well, the person is literally.
So he's stretching out 10 minutes to all this. Let's see who he talks to here. Oh my God, here's a picture of a woman. Let's see what he has to say.
Popular voice on YouTube for foreign policy.
By the way, she's brilliant. She's brilliant. Yes. A lot of clicks by just making stuff up.
Yes,
so,
you do that.
Is there something I see you distracted? What are you?
This is the most popular.
You're distracted
voice.
all the time.
Listen. This is the most popular voice on YouTube for foreign policy.
By the way, she's brilliant. She's brilliant.
Yes, of course.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know who you are, but if you pop that pussy in some yoga pants, I'd watch it.
She's absolutely brilliant.
She wouldn't put her on the cover of a swimsuit edition.
Nope.
So why not? I say do it.
Why doesn't she host?
What? Put her on a swimsuit edition.
Why isn't she hosting on Fox News? Why isn't she the biggest name on social media?
Yeah.
Why isn't everyone sharing? Some people will. Okay. Right? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, Steven Crowder is washed. Let's keep reading here. This is the sex appeal nuclear arms race. Yeah, who gives a shit? Cannon didn't respond to a request for comment. Yes, Cannon doesn't exist in as much as if she's technically AI, and again, she absolutely might be. But even if it's a real human, it's not like it's all written for her, and she just films it, and someone else probably edits it and puts it up. So she doesn't know about any of this. You could write dozens of dissertations on the gender politics going on here, but clearly the growing symbiosis between OnlyFans models and conservative activists, many of them ostensibly opposed to OnlyFans on religious grounds, has proven successful for all parties involved. Florida GOP gubernatorial candidate James Fishback saw his first major burst of attention when he called for a 50% tax on OnlyFans models' income. My guess is they probably fucking pay a shit ton of tax anyway because they're like independent contractors and all that kind of stuff. So maybe not 50%. I mean, obviously I'd largely be against that, but I think they pay a bunch of tax anyway. That started a feud with OnlyFans star Sophie Rain, a Florida native, and a debate between her and Fishback on Piers Morgan's show. I will not be watching Piers Morgan. I'll do an impression of watching Piers Morgan. Hang on. But did you know? And are we all yelling? The trick. I want to get on the Piers Morgan panel so bad. That's my thing. Get me on Piers Morgan. Because the trick is just start yelling shit. The moment you don't listen to anyone else, you do not respect anything they have to say. The moment it starts, Piers Morgan's like, and we cut to Yossarian Andrews. Hey, and the fucking problem is that we have the chemtrails, and the chemtrails are actually making everyone subscribe to OnlyFans, because it turns out that when you subscribe to OnlyFans, the money that you put in there is actually taken from Central Reserve fiat currency and converted to gold, and then back into silver from the gold. And by doing those two things together, you actually trigger something in the Statue of Liberty. That's right, the Statue of Liberty, which is the actual Declaration of Independence. People think Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. They're actually wrong about that. and he didn't write anything. Thomas Jefferson actually couldn't read. That's right, because he only had half a brain. He was kicked by a mule. So the actual Declaration of Independence is on the Statue of Liberty. If you actually read that and you convert gold to silver and back again, it triggers something and it comes alive like Ghostbusters 2. Just do that, and they'll be like, hang on, stop. Hang on, now let someone speak. Yeah, I won't be doing that. That was the whole fucking thing. White nationalist Nick Fuentes, not incidentally a regular guest on Fresh and Fit. He is a white nationalist. That is true, despite not being white. I mean, I guess it all depends on how I'm not the one who determines what white means exactly, but I believe Nick Fuentes' mom, maybe his dad, one of his parents is I believe Mexican. On his show, Fuentes frequently talks about how hot he finds Rain. Dude, she was bad as fuck. Did you see her on the fashion show? Fuentes asked his fans. Who do you think is more heterosexual? Steven Crowder or Nick Fuentes? I'll tell you this. I think Steven Crowder hates women more than Nick Fuentes, who I think would put all women in death camps if he was allowed. But Steven Crowder hates them on a deeper level. It's like, dude, if she spits in your direction, you'd be all over that, Fuentes told his followers. After a viewer named Miami Groipet gave him $10,000. Is this fucking real? Gave him $10,000? He's like a money laundering thing for the Chinese mafia or something, right? Anyway, Miami Groipet gave him $10,000. So many sugar moms. Okay. The one Groiper we had in chat would be happy if he was watching this, which
Massive super chat Femina. Who is Femina Fides? These girls, how do these girls have money like that? Damn, these are some rich foids.
What's a foid again? I mean, I know it just means woman, but what does it stand for? FOID? I'm not sure. That woman is not real, but I am horny for her. But again, I'm an old man now, so I've learned that it's okay to be horny. Just be horny. Like, move on with your day. Don't let it change, how you vote.
What do these women do for a living? Thank you for the huge super chat 07s. Like North Miami Groipet, Femina Fides. It's like, since when? So many sugar moms. Blushing emoji? Sugar mom? Foyd's giving me... I'm like Aeneas. It's like these rich women they're just like reaching down from their ivory tower to help me.
I don't know who any of these people are.
I'm like a hero in
Presume
a Greek
this is anime.
epic. Well, that's a Roman epic, I guess, but I'm like a hero in an ancient story. Powerful women reaching down, giving me a hand up. Thank you so much. I appreciate the huge...
See how much more entertaining he is than that woman who just showed her labia? Like, I don't particularly like Nick Fuentes, but I think he's very smart and like a good broadcaster. He's putting so much effort into this. God damn.
Super chat. People are saying OnlyFans. No, it's not. I don't think it is OnlyFans.
I mean, not that much effort. He doesn't like write anything or produce anything, but at least he's like talking consistently.
Sophie Rain, if you can hear me, please give me $1 million. Sophie Rain, if you can hear me, please give me $1 million. I'm a really nice guy, I promise.
Anyway, yeah. So, cool. In return, Rain has courted Fuentes' Groipers. She reposted a Photoshop picture of herself in Groiper merchandise that praised her as hotter than the usual chopped Groipettes and thanked Fuentes for the compliments. Yeah, listen, she didn't give a shit about politics. She didn't care about any of this shit. She's just trying to make her fucking money, dude. Who can blame her? All right, she's a cutie. Okay, Sophie Rain is controversial only because she's hotter than our chopped Groipettes. Can someone please explain to me what a Groip is and what's going on here? All right, she's a cutie. Why did she become the one they're all mad at? I walk for New York's... Okay, I mean, like, she's attractive enough. I've seen hotter women. I mean, actually kind of busted. Actually, like, kind of busted, honestly. Yeah, anyway. If anything, Cannon stands out because she merges the two roles. Rather than being... First off, she stands out because she shows her pussy. That's kind of the beginning and end of it. You're getting way loftier here than is required. She stands out because she merges the two roles. Rather than being an OnlyFans model, subject to the whims of a dating podcast host or a feud with a far-right pundit, she is creating the MAGA content on her own. Perhaps it was only a matter of time before some enterprising ingenue tapped this particular market. And apparently, she's pleased with how it's going for her. After critics accused her of taking money from Israel this week, Cannon responded in a video that she didn't need foreign money to state her opinions. I do OnlyFans, she explained. What's going in? I'm not going to log into X. I don't have an X account. Does she take money from Israel or not? No. Yep. Well, as it turns out, a lot of men out there hate women. Copy image address. All right, guys, we had fun. I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to leave you with a zoom in here of her face, of her mind, because that's what we need to be focusing on. What is she thinking? What are her thoughts? Just kidding. Here's her pussy right there. What do you think about that? Is that going to get me kicked off YouTube? I don't know. 5.5? Yeah. I mean, the honest thing is, like, I've had sex with women more attractive than this. God, that sounds like a lie. That sounds like such a fucking lie. I have. I mean, not often, but it's happened. You don't know how low self-esteem some women have. It really is amazing. So I don't know. You know, on one hand, I'm like, everything you're saying is stupid and it's making the world worse. But on the other hand, get that money, girl. Get that money, girl. Kind of sums it all.